And would you believe that science has figured out there are 5 things that happen to you when you are grateful? Hey there, gorgeous. I hope that you're having a great day. It's such a joy to see you. Today's video is a little different from what I usually do here on the channel. So this is going to be a chatty get ready with me that I'll be sharing some revelation and wisdom on the topic of gratefulness. This is a word for someone here. Someone here needs to hear this. And so I hope that it will bless you and encourage you. For starters here, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild My Glamour Squad palette. I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to use this shade to start. What is gratefulness? Really? What is it? What does it look like? I know it's like a very simplistic topic, and you may think that I'm being facetious by asking that, but I really want you to think about, what does gratefulness look like for you? And when I think of gratefulness, I think of being thankful even when the circumstances do not align with what I have figured that they would be. It's out of my control. It's out of my area of knowledge, but I still find a way to be thankful for the circumstance. So let's just use an example. You're running late. You really have to be somewhere. You get stuck in traffic. Who's to say that you're not being saved from an accident right now? Or who's to say that the accident that you're waiting in up ahead wasn't something that you were going to be in had you left just a little bit earlier? That happened to me recently. I was on the interstate trying to get someplace. I had to be there at a certain time, and I am not even kidding you. I was about 2 minutes behind the accident. I could actually see the accident in front of me on the interstate, and we were at a standstill, sitting there in traffic at a standstill, not moving, and we must have been that way for 30 minutes, and everyone was getting out of their car. And some people had to go to the restroom. They were using it on the side of the road. But I mean, that's where we were. Because I'm thinking, man, I really need to get to where I'm trying to get to. But then I had the thought, you know what? That could have been me. I could have been in that car. It was so close. It was so close. It could have happened to me. And so I instead chose to look at it from a grateful place. Oh my goodness, I'm grateful that Ace wouldn't put his shoes on, and I'm grateful that Gia needed a drink of water, and I'm grateful that so-and-so had to use the restroom before we left, because all those little things, they add up, and who knows why these things happen in our lives. And it's that way with so many things around us too. That's just a little example. I'm going to take this deep brown here next. The other thing that happens when we're grateful is that your outlook changes. When I was sitting there waiting for that accident to be cleared, I could have gotten angry. I could have gotten impatient. I could have gotten frustrated. I could have gotten very irate. I mean, I could have, really. And I had all 3 kids in the car with me, and then they would have bore the brunt of all of that anger and that rage and that frustration and impatience, and it would have spiraled out of control. And in the big picture, I mean, let's think about the big picture here for a second too. It is not going to matter. It's not going to matter if you're late to an event. It's not going to matter if such and such thing didn't go perfectly the way you had expected it to. It's not worth you getting angry and getting out of character over. It's really not. And so if you struggle with anger, if you struggle with impatience, if you struggle with frustration, if you struggle with these things, or you have a lot of circumstances in your life where these patterns and cycles are repeating themselves, it is a good practice to step back and start to be grateful for the circumstances or the situation. It helps to change your perspective, change your outlook, change your mindset. And you'll notice that when you start changing the way that you're thinking about things, the circumstances around you will actually start to change. And would you believe that science has figured out there are 5 things that happen to you when you are grateful. Number one, you have a stronger immune system. What did I just tell you? Mindset, mindset, mindset. It is amazing how your mind controls your health. It really does. You can sit there and say, I'm sick, I don't feel well, blah, blah, blah. And if you keep aligning with that, you're going to see it manifest in your body. The same is true when we are ungrateful. These things can manifest in our bodies. It is incredibly amazing how powerful our words are. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Your words have so much weight, and they will affect your health, and your attitude towards situations in life will also affect your health. And right now, we all need to have an incredibly strong immune system, and that's why gratefulness is so important. And believe me when I say, nobody understands this revelation better than me. I have lived it, I have walked it, and that's why I'm sharing everything I'm sharing in this video, because I have walked through all of this, and I'm just speaking from experience. The other thing that happens when you have an attitude of gratefulness is that you have less pain and body aches. This is a real thing. All goes back to your words. What are you partnering with? Are you partnering with life? Or are you partnering with sickness? It's all in your heart posture. Even if you don't agree with me, even if you say, oh, I don't even believe any of that, I challenge you to try it. Just try it. Try it for 1 week. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because you have to change your mindset. But I guarantee you in 1 week, you will see a difference, a discernible difference. The third thing that happens to us when we are grateful is that you have optimum blood pressure and cardiac functioning. So if you are having heart issues, I'm telling you, just try it, try it. This is science. Science is proving these things. These lashes are fabulous. I absolutely love them. Which ones were these? I can't remember. Neutrogena's Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation. The fourth thing that happens to us when we have a grateful attitude is we have an enhanced mood. Oh yeah. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? If I am speaking positive words over my circumstances and I am being grateful for my circumstances, then it all makes sense that it would enhance our mood. Because you think about it, when you partner with depressive thoughts and you partner with anxious thoughts and you partner with worrisome thoughts, what kind of mood does that put you in? When you're around people like that, what kind of a mood does it put you in? It doesn't put you in a very good place. And this falls right in line for those of us who worry too much. That was me. Oh man, I used to worry all the time. I had so much anxiety and worry, and I would constantly think, what if? If you're doing that whole what if game to yourself, it is not healthy. It's really, really unhealthy. And it will put you in a state of despair. You will also notice that when you are of a grateful mindset, you will worry less. You will be anxious less. You'll just start to see those things do not affect you like they once did before. Again, speaking from experience, I've lived everything I'm sharing with you in this video. Fifth thing that science says happens to us when we are grateful is we have more empathy. Can you believe that? You have more empathy. My gosh, does the world need more empathy right now? Am I right? My goodness. You've already dug yourself out of the hole. You're sitting on top of level ground while the other person is stuck in the hole in this negative mindset and going through all these things. You are more able to pull them up out of that hole than if you had been stuck in the hole with them. Gratefulness also will bring blessings your way. It just will. I mean, you think about it. If you're a parent, you can really resonate with this next thought that I'm getting ready to share. If you have a child that is ungrateful, let's say you go out and you buy them a $100 Lego, and they take it and they look at it and they throw it to the side and they say, oh, that's cool, whatever, and then they start trashing it or throwing it against a wall or breaking it, abusing it. and being very ungrateful for the gift that you spent a lot of money to buy for them, you're not going to be very likely to purchase anything else for that child. You may not even let them keep that gift because of their ungratefulness. Well, the same is true of us. If we are ungrateful, when you really think about it, what do we really have to be ungrateful for? Think about it. You have a roof over your head. You have food in your house. You have so many blessings around you. I mean, my gosh, we have so much to be thankful for. The more gratitude you have, the more your blessings will be. And this is illustrated in scripture also. If you look at the story of the 10 lepers, Jesus healed all of them, every single one of them. He healed them all. Only one came back and said thank you to Jesus. And you know what his response was? Where were the other 9? Where did they go? And he says, because of your gratitude, I'm just quoting it from memory here, your faith has made you whole. So the 9 that did not turn around and say thank you were not made whole. They were cleansed. The Bible says they were cleansed, but they were not made whole. The one who turned back around and said thank you, he was made whole. It's powerful. I mean, that hit me all which kind of ways when I read that. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I want to take a moment to decree and declare over you a spirit of gratitude, a spirit of gratefulness. I decree and declare that you will be thankful for every single thing that you are surrounded with, whether it be negative or positive. I decree and declare that you will begin to see the positive side of every single thing that happens in your life. By the way, I have been loving this lip combo. I'm going to share this lip combo with you. So what I've been doing lately is I've been taking the Blvd lip liner in the shade, what is it? Barely There. And then I'll line my lips with it and fill them in a little bit with it. Okay, all right, yeah. And then what I've been putting over the top of that is this City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. And this is in the shade Pink Nude. So I just take a little bit of that and put it over the top. I love it. I love it. So if you're interested in anything that was used here today, I know I didn't talk much about it. I will have everything listed for you below in the description box. Also, I have not shared this yet. I am on TikTok. Yes, I finally did it. So if you'd like to follow me over there, I will have the information listed for you below in the description box. I don't know if it's the only TikTok account I'll be opening, but for right now, it is the only one. There may be another one in the future. I don't know, but yeah. It is my sincere hope that this has blessed you today. I hope that you found these words encouraging. If you are someone who has struggled with gratefulness and thankfulness in the past, you are not alone. Believe me, you're not alone. If you need prayer, you're always welcome to ask in the comments below, and I will absolutely add you to my prayer list. And I speak blessings over you. I speak love, light, peace, and joy into you and into your home. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to watch today, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.